People are asking me, they were like, hey man, can you please give us your schedule? What does your day-to-day look like? What's your routine looking like? Please give us your schedule. And this is my response to those people. And the response is this one statement which says that once you surrender truly, that's where the shift happens in every moment. In every moment. What I mean by that is that I don't have a schedule. Literally, I don't. If you were to look at me from the outside and you were to see, what does this guy do in his day-to-day life? You will see there actually is a schedule. But is there a schedule in my head? Is there something strict that I like to follow day to day? No, there isn't. And the reason why that is because if you're going to be surrendering every single moment, then you're surrendering to Allah. You're not surrendering to the schedule. And that's the key. When I wake up, for example, I don't really think about, I have to go and do this, and this. What I do is that I wake up, I have the intention. What do I want to do today? What I want to do today is that, first of all, I want to make more money. That's the first thing I want to do. So my intention is basically get up, do some things, do some stuff that's going to allow me to make more money. So what I do is that I just basically surrender. I surrender. So in the moment, I tell Allah, I'm like, La ilaha illallah. And what I think about, I'm like, there is no need to think about anything because I'm basically submitting my will to Allah. What happens is that in that state, when you surrender to Allah in every single moment, that schedule is going to start being made by itself. Listen, I know you might think this is too simple, but this is truly how I do it. Is there a specific time that I wake up and I sleep in? No, I wake up, Fajr, pray Fajr. If I'm really sleepy, you know what I'll do? I'll go to sleep. I'll go to sleep till I wake up. And then when I wake up, let's just say I woke up at 12. Am I going to start feeling bad that I woke up at 12? No, I won't. I'm just going to be like, okay, no need to feel guilty about anything. All I got to do is just submit my will to Allah and then go and live, be in the present moment and just go and do everything like I usually do. What I notice happens is that everything that needs to be done will be done. Things that don't need to be done, if they weren't done during that day, and I noticed that I was truly present the entire day and I submitted my will to Allah the entire day, then it didn't need to be done if it didn't get done. Do you know what I mean? And am I going to be feeling guilty that, oh no, I woke up so late and now I'm missing the whole day? Before, I actually did used to feel guilty, but nowadays I don't feel guilty because I'm like, it is what it is. That's the way it had to happen. So you see, it's just non-resistant. It's just flowing with the unfoldment of life. Like Allah is always unfolding life in a specific way. Now, you gotta be doing the same thing. Like, Habib, do you think a bear goes to a cave and hibernates for a whole year and then he starts being sad that, oh, I missed out on the whole year? No, it's because him hibernating, the bear hibernating, is what he needs to be doing in that specific moment. So same thing with you. Same thing with you. When you surrender your will to Allah, that's where the shift truly starts to happen in your life, to the point that whatever that needs to be done will be done, and things that were not done don't need to be done. Do you understand what I mean? And this is beautiful because that's why إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, actions are usually with intentions. The best actions are the ones that have good intentions behind them. So my intention the entire time is just like I know what I want to do. I know where I want to go. I just want to say, like, usually I wake up and I say, Allah, like, I want to just, for example, I don't know, make more money. And then what I do is, like, even my workouts are good. And by the way, when I say, like, I want to make more money, it's not just, oh, Allah, I'm so materialistic, help me get more of my materialistic desires. That's not what it is, man. Like, okay, maybe I can say something like, Allah, I want to provide very good value to people. Just provide a'mal salihat. I want to do good things, provide value to people. And then what happens again, it's like an idea will come to my head and I'm like, I need to get rid of this idea. So what I do is that I just come and record it like I'm doing with this one. For example, another idea might come to my head that involves me into doing something with other businesses. So that I'll just go and be like, you know what? I'll give the idea to someone, like an editor or whatever, if it's like YouTube automation, give it to them and be like, here, the idea is done. And most of the time, those ideas are the best ideas. And so right now, if you don't have like employees or whatever, what you would be thinking of is like, you'll get an idea of a tweet to write, and then you'll just go and write it. You'll get an idea of a sales letter to go and write, and then you'll just go and write it. You'll get an idea about just anything. You might get an idea to go and buy something, an inspiration, and then you'll go and do it. And then what happens is that Allah's going to start giving you feedback on the outside world. Because when you surrender, you'll be attuned to the feedback. So what happens, maybe, is that Allah might give you feedback on the outside world to tell you that you need to be doing such and such. And then what you'll do is that when you actually go and do such and such, you'll notice that it was the best thing to do at the time. For example, on my main channel, I don't know why this one time I woke up, right? I went on Twitter, and then I just saw a video from Asman Gold, right? Asman Gold, the Twitch streamer guy. I saw him and I was like, hold on, this guy, all he does is he's just yapping on live and that's it. So then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should start going live. And so I went live on TikTok, and I was like, you know what? This is actually pretty fun. Going live on TikTok is actually pretty fun. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start doing more and more of that. And I noticed it's like, that was actually the best thing for me to do at the time, which is just going live. So at the time, going live was not even within my awareness. It's just when I surrendered my will to Allah, and then I'm just like, okay, attune myself to the inspiration that Allah gives me, the divine insight on the intention that I made, then whatever thing Allah gives me in my life, I'll just go and act upon it. And that was the best thing to do at the time. So you see what I mean? No need for a schedule, man. No need for a schedule, no need for a routine, because the moment you start having a schedule, that's when the ego starts to get stronger. Because the ego thinks it's like, oh, I'm planning and my plan is good, when the plan is not even that good. And what if something happens that goes against the schedule and it annoys you because you're like, that's not within the schedule. When in reality, the same thing that happened is Allah responding to one of your intentions. But you don't want it because you're like, oh, it's not within the schedule and all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because most of the time, the things that come and annoy you, usually they're things that Allah is coming to bring in your life to teach you. You see what I mean? And another thing too is that Allah says, like, they plan and Allah plans, but Allah is the best of planners, which means Allah is already planning beautiful things, man. So what I focus on is I'm like, focus on the next step. Focus on the next step. And every single step, I'm surrendering. I'm surrendering to the point that literally it's like you can see reality shifting moment to moment basis. And it's a beautiful like point of view to live life from. That's what you should be doing too. Literally surrender every single moment and just keep your eyes on the next step. Just the next step. Don't even worry. I don't even think about what's going to be happening soon. I don't care what's going to be happening soon. Allah's taking care of what's going to be happening soon. Allah is way better than me into planning what's going to be happening soon. I don't even know what type of videos I'll be making tomorrow. I don't even know what type of things I'll be doing tomorrow. And I don't care. Does that mean don't plan out dates with your girl? Don't plan out like what birthday gift you're going to buy to someone? No, Habibi, don't be a dum-dum. Like you can still plan out those little things. But I'm saying if you have a goal right now to make whatever amount, $10 million a year amount, don't just like put that goal, make that the intention, not just the goal, the intention. I'm going to be making $10 million a year or whatever. Okay, now I'll go, whatever Allah places in my way, I'll go and take it and act upon it. And then slowly, you'll notice that the goal is just unfolding within your eye. So basically, you're living from the point of view that the goal is done because you already set the intention and Allah's obviously going to respond to it. So in your head, you're like, it's been done. And you can even see it being done. But on the outside, you're just so excited because you're like, I wonder how Allah's going to come and bring me the goal. So then you're just living through life as like a character, a video game character, going through the motions. But on the inside, you're just like, you're watching it like a movie. And that's a beautiful thing to do. This is literally going to get rid of overthinking. It's going to get rid of anxiety. It's going to get rid of procrastination. It's going to get rid of everything because you only care about the now. And by the way, Allah says, don't say I'll do something tomorrow. Don't ever say I'll do something tomorrow, which means only be focused on the now. If you have something that you could do it today. The fact that it came into your brain, it means that you can do it not just today, but right now. Do you see what I mean? This is like, trust me when I say that just this video alone, if you act upon it, is going to transform your life massively. Massively. By just focusing on the present, having the intention, and whatever arises, you just go and act upon it. That's it. And you just focus on now, the step of now. Anyway, this was the video that I wanted to give out to you because this was the inspiration that Allah gave into my brain. So I'm hoping that this specific inspiration was actually something helpful. If it was, man, just let me know.